Well, good morning and welcome to the live stream here. It's a Thursday at HomeSchool Basketball Nationals here in Springfield, Missouri. We've got all kinds of great games for you this morning. It's Final Four matchup between the DasCHE Spartans. They're the number 3 seed taking on the number 1 seed OKC Knights. The Knights will be in their white uniforms, DasCHE Spartans in the black uniforms. Joshua Jenkins here alongside Jeremy Caldwell as we start the morning here from Drury University. Final Four basketball on this Thursday at Nationals.
Man, Joshua, I tell you what, if these games are anything like they were yesterday, we're in for some good basketball today. We had some great Elite Eight games here yesterday. Girls basketball, boys basketball, throughout the whole day. A lot of close games, couple buzzer beaters. Hadn't had an overtime game yet, but we have been super close. Couple buzzer beaters yesterday. Man, it's just been some great basketball here in Springfield, Missouri.
And you can feel the energy and the anticipation here in the gym this morning. The fans are here and ready. They've got their drum lines going. These players are hyped up and ready. They don't look tired. They look ready to play some basketball.
Yeah, both teams bringing their drum brigades. Early this morning, I walked in the gym at 7:45 to the sound of drums playing already. So both teams ready. They know it's getting one day closer, one win away from that Final Four. So there's going to be some battling. You're probably going to see some players on the floor and ready to battle.
Well, we are moments away here from the opening tip. William Wallenberg will jump for the Knights, and he'll jump against Devin Smith of the Spartans. Opening possession here goes to Oklahoma City. Here we go.
Let's see who gets on the board first in this Final Four matchup.
Tries to work it inside, taken away by Smith. Dribbles up the floor, swings to the right wing.
Nice ball handling by the big man there.
Seen a lot of skilled big men in this tournament.
Yeah, it looks like the future is bright for the big man in homeschool basketball for sure.
Hernandez guarded tightly. Kylan Green now working to get it in the paint. Pulls up. Deep two. Off the front of the rim. Knights push ahead. Banks cross court to the left wing. Now back to Banks on the right. Oh, good look inside in the paint, but there's just too much defense. Blocked by Smith.
DasCHE Spartans out and running.
Right wing three, no good. Now the Knights will get another shot here. Banks with it. Oh, and he's blocked in his shot. That was Kylan Green who got a hand on it. Now quickly Hernandez the other way. Coast to coast. Defender goes by him. He lays it in for two.
First one on the board. DasCHE Spartans from the Big South.
Spartans strike first.
And in fact, this is a Big South versus Big South matchup.
This is going to be a foul. Looks like they put that one on number 10, Josiah Porter. Here we go. Knights still trying to get on the board. Good look inside for William Wallenberg. He sealed off the defender and had a wide open layup.
He's got some length down there in the post.
Chris Green with it, finds the big man but can't handle the pass. Turns it over, back to the Knights.
That was a nice screen and slip there, just unable to control the pass. Big man coming up the floor saying, that's my bad, I got you next time.
Knights trying to work it in the paint, back out. Short corner, nice little pass in the paint but can't convert. Defensive rebound to Green. He's pressured immediately. Spartans get it up the floor. Smith down low, trying to control it, saves it out of bounds, but it's going to go to the Knights. They're going to push ahead. Braden Hendricks spins in the paint, cuts through 2 defenders, gets it to go.
Fast-paced game here today. 8 a.m. ball game. Don't look like they've overslept.
They are up and ready for this one. Oh, and it's taken away, stolen by Lincoln Banks. He goes all the way, gets it to go, and he's fouled, falls hard. He's going to be all right. He's going to shake that one off. That was just a hard fall as he rose up to the rim. Finger rolled it in, and a timeout here. 6-2 in the early minutes. Knights on top.
Yeah, I think the foul was on his way down on that, and I think if he wouldn't have fell, he might have not got that call. Because they really didn't call the foul until he fell. Because it didn't look like a lot of contact up at the top when he took the shot, but because of the hard fall, I think is what drew the foul there.
Did you see who they put the foul on? Didn't catch that one.
33, Benjamin Hernandez. Six to 2 ball game. OKC Knights with the early lead. Timeout there by the DasCHE Spartans. Just trying to regroup his team. They've had a couple turnovers the last couple possessions, so.
So Lincoln Banks will shoot 1 free throw here to try and convert that 3-point play.
We have multiple programs today that have multiple teams playing on this court today in the Final Four, so it's going to be interesting to see those fan bases just camp out here today.
Oh, another steal by William Wallenberg as the Knights were pressuring full court after that made free throw. Right wing 3 is up and short. Missed everything. Devin Smith with the rebound. Hernandez, baseline drive. Nice move off the glass. His second bucket of the game. Banks works it in. Little baseline jumper around the rim and out. Devin Smith, another rebound. Big man down there doing the dirty work.
Yeah, Devin Smith is a big body down there in the paint.
Green's pass nearly goes out of bounds, but saved by Porter. Spartans will reset. Chris Green drives, baseline, loses control of the ball. It's knocked away. Quickly ahead is Hendricks, and he was fouled. Kylan Green hacked at the ball and got too much arm. Cannon Adams in the game here for OKC, as well as Luke McClure for the Spartans. Adams with it. He passes, then cuts and receives it. Now there's a lot of trouble in the paint, looking for somewhere to go with the ball. They kick it back out. Corner 3, Duddleson, no. Offensive rebound. Adams puts it back up, left hand and good. Cannon Adams comes right into the game and gets a point on the board after that offensive rebound. Green surveying the court. Hernandez is
aggressive defense here by the Knights.
Hernandez gets his own offensive rebound and puts it back in.
It's been the Hernandez show for the DasCHE Spartans offensively. He's got all 6 of their points.
Ball was tipped out of bounds, so it's going to be Spartan possession. Banks on that drive found he really had nowhere to go, and then it was tipped away. And we welcome Jeff Cannon here in the booth.
Good morning.
Good morning to you, sir.
Beautiful day for Final Fours today.
It is. Had some great games yesterday. Expect nothing less today. Your Spartans organization is going to be here a few times today, so
It is crazy. We were realizing that this is the first time our 16U has ever gotten a gold ball. All of our other boys have gotten one before, but this is the first time 16U has, so we're pretty proud of them. But yeah, I think it's also the first time we've had all three of our boys teams go to a Final Four. That's crazy. We've been really blessed with some really good guys this year, but boy, they're getting a test here. This OKC Knights team is big, strong, and very skilled.
and
Corner
athletic.
3 gets it to go. Josiah Porter. First Spartan to score other than Hernandez, and it's a big one. Ties the game at 9. Duddleson off the screen. Ball is deflected away, stolen by Devin Smith, and now he throws it away. Back to OKC.
Yeah, he was falling out of bounds on that.
Oh, and now Hernandez, active hand, steals it away, and he's fouled.
35, Braden Packard, the coach's son. Coach Packard was telling me before the game he just had hip surgery 7 weeks ago.
Wow.
So he was limping a little bit a couple weeks ago at the Big South Regional and walking a little bit better here because they've been jumping up and down on the sideline there, coaches and the bench, trying to hype up their players. So it looks like he's feeling okay. I guess anytime you make to the Final Four, makes them injuries feel a little bit better.
Oh, 100%.
Traveling violation on Hernandez as he was pressured and looking for somewhere to go with the ball.
He's one of 2 siblings on this team whose older brothers, he and Devin, their older brothers played in the national championship game 2 years ago. Devin's brother Devon and Ben's brother Caleb.
I do remember those. They're really good players, both of them.
Caleb actually coached for us this year on our one of our younger boys' teams.
Stolen away by Hernandez. Fast break. They've got the numbers. Easy lay-in for Kylan Green. And now the Spartans have a lead.
Yeah, they kind of amped up their energy defensively and got a couple steal and runouts.
Banks is being smothered by Smith here. Looking for somewhere to go with the ball. Needs help. Finally gets it away to Adams.
Wow.
And Pace can't handle the pass, just over his head, out of bounds.
Yeah, watching Braden Smith early in this game, he's going to be a problem matchup in the future. He's got really good footwork, soft hands, and he can handle the ball, bringing it up the floor. So he's going to be interesting to watch over the next few years.
I'm impressed with 53. He for the Knights, he plays both high and low, handles the ball well.
2 seconds left. It's stolen away. Last shot at the buzzer is well short. And after 1 quarter of play, 11-9, Spartans are on top just by a pair. We'll be right back for the second quarter. Well, we've got a good one brewing here this morning. First game of the day, Spartans on top by 2 after 1 quarter of play. They are the 3 seed against the 1 seed Knights. Hernandez will set up the offense for the Spartans. Throws it to the right wing. Porter's little floater. Nice touch.
He's really worked on his short game this year. Sometimes these tall players get pigeonholed as posts, but he really has made a concerted effort to be able to have a really good inside-outside game, and he has really developed this year.
Banks trying to throw it down low. Pass is fumbled out of bounds. So another turnover here for the Knights.
It's good defense by Luke there. His grandfather, longtime girls high school coach at DeSoto. In fact, I think he's in the Hall of Fame in Texas. So got some decent pedigree.
Yeah, the coach sent in a little bit of tidbits for the Spartans, and he said that Devin Smith is the joker for the 16U team.
I can see that.
He really is. He plays that style. We like him at the high elbow.
Nice pass from Duddleson.
And letting him drop down to the low side. He's young, though. He's only a freshman.
Green with it left wing. Sizing up his man. Looking for something here. Off the screen from Smith. Kicks to the right wing. Hernandez gets it to Smith. Strong move down low. Looked easy.
He's really worked on that post move all year. Has really worked on that pivot foot.
Duddleson swings it. Working inside. Back out. Duddleson falls down and loses the ball. Spartans again creating a turnover. They've had lots of good defensive pressure thus far. Green works it into Smith. He's going to work. Little fade away in the paint. Oh, so smooth.
Nice move there for the freshman.
I mean, that looks like a pro move.
I think in order to play Dallas homeschool sports, I think you have to be 6'6", 6'4", and you got to be able to move your feet and have good post moves. I've seen it through the PT Warriors. They got a couple bigs. DasCHE Spartans now with their freshmen coming up. And HSAA's got a couple bigs that can play.
We were just talking about that last night with my wife and I. It's like, it is crazy how much bigger all of these Metroplex teams have gotten just this year.
Hernandez with the floater baseline.
You know the big guy from PT is actually from Cincinnati, and he's a recent move in. It's interesting. He lives closer to us, but didn't know we existed and ended up at PT. So, but he's really good. I got to see him play, and he is
talking about the freshman?
Yes, he is a physical presence.
Yes.
Really, really impressive.
He's got really good footwork, too, at 6'6".
Yeah, I predict my early prediction is them against HEA in the championship final, but who knows what's going to happen.
Well, they play tonight in the Final Four.
Oh, then I guess that can't happen. Well, solves that.
Yeah, it's going to be PT and HEA, and then Tennessee Heat versus Wichita Warriors tonight.
I think this PT-HEA matchup will be fantastic.
Yeah. HEA has played some really good basketball in these last couple of days, taking down the MHEA
Taking down Memphis,
in a 1-point ball game. Took down HSA yesterday. Ended up being a 5-point ball game, but it was a 2-point game before the half-court heave just to run the clock out.
Oh, yeah. And I tell you, that's a really good HSAA team.
Yeah, they're scrappy defensively. They got quick guards.
Wallenberg fighting for the loose possession. He's able to get it.
Yeah, that was one of those revenge fouls. Mad at himself for giving up the turnover. But
Luke McClure with the foul there.
Spartans a moment ago had basically a hockey line change. So we'll call out those players as they contribute here.
Yeah, he did this yesterday to give his guys his starters a little bit extra rest.
Oh, strong move from Hendricks.
Hit him with the too small after that. A little early in the game to be doing that, but when you're here in the Final Four, you got to get some advantages when you can.
Fugit knocks down a deep two as he comes into the game.
He's got a brother on the 12U Final Four and a brother on the 10U Final Four. That's a really talented family right there.
Lincoln Banks brings it up for OKC, directing traffic.
We'll have that boys 12U here on the 4th game today.
Fleming on the drive. It's nearly stripped away. He controls it. Offensive putback attempt, no good. Another one for Banks. His shot was altered.
There's so much height on this Knights team. I mean, they're going to get a ton of offensive boards because of it.
Trying to work it in low. But it is a tough place to score in the paint right now.
Another foul on Luke McClure.
Yeah,
I think he kind of undercut the big man there on that rebound.
I'm really surprised with that many next chance efforts that the Knights couldn't convert there, but good hustle on the part of the Spartans.
They still have possession here under their own basket.
Oh, great inbound
Duddleson
play.
inside. He just was the inbounder who slipped in for the easy two.
You always got to watch out for that inbounder. They're the most dangerous ones on them inbound plays. People forget about them, and they just kind of slip in right behind the defense.
Devin Smith in the paint, left wing, he kicks it out. That three by Green is good. Spartans now up 24-17. Just over 2 to go in the first half. In amongst the trees down low, can't convert, is Hendricks. He gets it back. He'll pull up for a deep three. No.
Wow, these even when the
long rebound.
Yeah, even when the rims are not dropping to those bigs down low, they're kicking out friendlies for the Knights.
Knox Fleming knocks that one down from beyond the arc.
You can tell both of these teams are very defensive minded. Not a whole lot of outside shooting, but they both can shoot.
Yeah, that's only the third three of the whole game. Yesterday's games, we had that by one player halfway through the first quarter.
Timeout taken here by OKC as they just created the turnover. Yeah, so they'll have possession after the timeout.
A lot of similarities, I think, between these two teams in terms of their structures. They're both very concentrating on their defense to create offensive opportunities, and that's why you're seeing a relatively low score. I mean, it's not super low, but there is going to be a lot of defensive stops, I think, on both sides, especially with the height that OKC has and the tenacity that DasCHE has. So if you like defensive basketball, this is two really good teams that go at it like that.
Yeah, it looks like both teams don't mind being a little physical either. One thing I like to point out right there at the end of that, right before the timeout, the referee did a good job of explaining to Luke what he was doing wrong there or whatever. The referee's done a great job here, at least at Drury University this week that we've seen. And, they don't have a problem discussing what they call or whatever, or explaining themselves to the kids or what they're doing wrong. So always have great refs here and always willing to help the kids understand why they're calling what they're calling, just so in the future, they can understand what not to do. So
yeah, I've seen that at the other gyms as well. A lot of very helpful refs.
Banks dumps it off down low to Hendricks, who puts it in.
Hendricks is a very physical point guard. He's using his body. He draws that contact to get his defender off of him to get those open shots. And he does a really good job of doing that.
Porter's got in the corner. He passes to Smith, but he passed it off his foot.
Yeah, those short passes at the feet are not good when you're trying to kind of feed a needle hole there.
Another chance for OKC. They could tie or take the lead on this possession. They've been down for a little bit here, but it's been close. Working inside. Wow. Nice move, tie game from Kenan Adams.
Really good stop-and-go move there.
45 seconds to go in the half.
This is a different defense that you don't see most of the time. It's a 1-1-3. OKC tries to throw out there.
Oh, Smith was not looking for the pass, and it was thrown over his head. Knights the other way. Inside. Right hand off the glass from Kenan Adams as he was running down the floor in transition.
Nice give-and-go action there by the Knights.
Yeah, miscommunication there created an easy turnover and an easy bucket for the Knights. And in a game like this, you just can't have those. Turnover battle could determine who wins this game.
10 seconds here for the Spartans. They get it into Smith in the paint. He's surrounded and fouled.
That might be a jump. Oh, they're going to call a foul. It was really close to a jump ball there.
34 on the Knights.
That's Braden Hendricks with the foul. So Devin Smith will shoot free throws.
Ooh.
Rattles that one home.
Boy, did they tighten the screws on the rims today?
Yeah.
Chance to tie it here with just 6.8 seconds in the first half. Off the back of the rim. He gets the own. Oh, he stepped out of bounds as he was collecting the rebound.
Boy, he used those long arms to look like he saved it, but he also
got them big feet on the line, sideline.
The toe is too much. Oh, almost a steal
Banks
there.
puts up the shot at the buzzer.
Oh,
No good.
A
Had
really
good look
there, yeah.
We have had a few buzzer beaters yesterday at the end of quarters and halves.
So we've got a 1-point game here at halftime. This one is shaping up for a nice finish. We'll be right back after the half.
When it hurts, real time it. When it hurts, real time it. When it hurts, real time it. When it hurts, real time it.
Well, we are set to begin the second half of action here between the OKC Knights #1 seed against the DasCHE Spartans #3 seed in this boys 16U Final Four matchup. And immediately a turnover out of the break.
Yeah, I really do think this game is going to come down to turnovers. I know we like to track points and rebounds and assists, but I do think turnovers are going to be the difference here with both of these defenses playing really, really good.
And both teams have had a few just careless turnovers.
Yeah.
Just unforced.
I think that comes from the pressure they feel. Good defensive designs. Like you said, I know DasCHE has probably not seen this this defense this year.
Kylan Green's 3 too strong, but Devin Smith there for the boards. Can't get the putback. Knights come up with it.
So who did do you remember who these two teams played at the Big South? Did they play in the championship?
They did not. OKC Knights, I believe, played Chessa, who plays next. And then we fell to Chessa in the regional semifinal.
Okay.
It was a pretty good climb. You know, we were the 11 seed at district, took third at regionals, got a 3 seed here. And
Porter knocks down that corner 3.
And it's interesting because both OKC and Chessa have made it to the Final Four. So you have 3 Big South teams here in the Final Four, and all three of those were in the regional semifinals at the Big South.
Yeah, I noticed that looking at the rosters last night, that 3 Big South teams and 1 Heartland team, the Missouri Warriors. KC East are the Final Four. So KC's got a big man too.
Boy, do they ever!
There.
We were looking at him warming up at halftime, and they have some serious size over there.
Lincoln Banks at the free throw line. He knocks down the first.
I didn't see who that foul was on.
I believe that was on Josiah Porter.
Yeah. Okay.
And he gets both. All knotted up here at 28. We've got a good one.
They're going back to the full court pressure. They had success with that the one time that they ran it in the first half.
Porter down low. Got nowhere to go with it. Fight for the
forced.
loose ball.
Nice save.
Somehow
there.
the Spartan come over. Devin Smith takes the 3 and knocks it down. That is that Joker game right there.
I do not know how Green was able to get that. It looked like it was out of bounds, deep out of bounds, and somehow he collected it.
He's got a pretty wide wingspan and some long arms, so able to reach across there and grab it, apparently.
Banks with it. He takes the deep one. No good. Another loose ball here. Knights, they come up with it. They'll get another chance. Banks will take it again. Right wing. Rattles around and home. Lincoln Banks, he's got all the points so far for the Knights in this quarter.
Well, we were talking at halftime about hadn't had many threes, and then coming out the second half, we've had 3 already.
Porter wants that corner 3. He puts it up, and he's fouled on the shot. He's fouled. He'll shoot 3 free throws. That foul on number 51, Knox Fleming. And he's getting an explanation over there from the referee.
You know, it's interesting. This defense that OKC's running is designed to prevent those open corner 3s. And Porter only had a very, very brief moment to get that because of that. And yet the closeout was just a little too late. And instead of a block, we get a foul.
Smooth shot there from the line.
Yeah, both of these teams are running a very unique zone that most people will never see. The Spartans are running a what I called a panda zone back in the day. It's a modified 1-2-2, and both of them very effective, very difficult for coaches to adjust to. But I would imagine in the second half, both of these coaches have drawn up some plays to kind of get around them.
Porter goes 2 for 3 from the free throw line. 2-point lead here for the Spartans. They're pressuring. Deep pass to Hendricks. Oh, and it's knocked away.
Wow.
Hendricks is just being hounded down there. Duddleson, good find. Oh, but they can't convert. Another offensive chance. Finally, Knox Fleming gets it to go.
We have seen so many blocks by both sides already this game.
Yeah, and right there by the guards, that's going to be a timeout called by Dash. But once again, both of you have mentioned it already, the height of the OKC Knights is paying dividends for them right now as they're able to get multiple possessions on each possession. So the putbacks has been crucial for them to stay in this game and keep it even right now at 33 apiece.
Yeah, I noticed that Dash had substituted in at one time, tried to run 3 in there to try and minimize OKC's offensive boards, but not to much success there. And it was a kind of a quick experiment before we put another guard back out there because these guys are just these Knights are big, they're strong, and so
they crash their boards really well too.
If their teammate doesn't make the bucket, they're there to put it back. But kudos to the guards that are in there, using their verticals to get some of those blocks as well.
Green's got some really quick hands defensively. He's knocked away a few balls when the other player brings it down.
So here we go out of the timeout. Spartans will inbound on the side. Kylan Green with it. They'll set up the play here. Hernandez left wing. Works it in. Smith.
Good pass.
Good look for 3. Just off the mark.
It's not surprising that these teams are playing a close game. All 3 of these teams were very, very evenly matched at regionals. I think the margin, the average margin in the regional results was less than 5 for all 3 of these teams against each other.
Wide open in the corner is Packard. Can't get it to go.
Very
Kylan Green
physical
with the rebound.
inside. We got a 5-on-4 advantage for the Spartans with an injured Knight down.
Hernandez stepped through, no good. And it's Duddleson. He's on the other end of the floor. He's limping.
Yeah, they're going to call it now that Knights have the possession.
Yeah, I think he rolled his ankle. He jumped up, wanted to get that layup on one leg, and his teammates didn't see him or maybe didn't trust him with the injury there. But I think he rolled it going for that rebound a while ago. I think he stepped on somebody's foot.
Yeah, that is a gamer. He's down with what looks to be an ankle and then popped up with the chance, we can get a bucket here.
He's hopping on one leg. I'm open.
I'll take the cherry picker, but he's in a lot of pain.
Tough kid. They're going to get this looked at, and he's going to probably do anything he can to get back in this game.
Yeah, from the looks of that, I don't know if he'll get back in this one.
No, that would
look pretty rough.
That's what happens when you get a lot of bodies down there inside that charge circle.
Yeah, that means there's twice as many feet.
Yep, it is so difficult.
That's good math right there, isn't it?
You are a whiz this morning. Twice as many feet. Isn't it always twice as many feet?
I'm good at math even in the morning, guys. I'm here all day.
So here we go. Knights with it. Ball is deflected away by Porter over here to us.
Good catch
nice
by
hands
Jeremy there.
Always ready.
Yeah.
Surprised that came over this way. Scott's not here yet this morning.
I know. Well, it came a little softer. He was testing the waters.
Was he quite the target yesterday?
Monday and Tuesday. Both times.
Took a nice one to the noggin.
Oh, dang.
Adams with it. He works in the paint.
That's going to be a charge.
Yep.
Yeah. That was a really good set there by Kylan. We had a high gap squeeze and then help behind it. That's one of the real benefits of that zone.
Is that on 5 or 41?
There's always a gap squeeze, and then there's always help behind. So that was really well executed there by Dash.
Cannon Adams there with the foul.
Hernandez.
Boy, Devin is well covered there. That was really well done by the Knights.
Adams' fast break pass just can't connect there with Fleming.
Here we go again. These turnovers are just absolutely costly.
Yeah, miscommunication there. Cannon Adams bringing the ball up the floor, thought his teammate was going to veer to the wing, and he just cut back door, and he kind of threw it out to the wing. So the Knights have had a few of those miscues here in this second half.
Ball is tipped away by Packard, but it's going to stay here for the Spartans.
Looking over at the injured Knight. He isn't even looking at his ankle. He's looking at his teammates, watching them play.
That is a lot of heart.
He trusts the trainer to do what she does best, and he's just going to keep an eye on the game just in case he's able to get back in here. He'll know the situation. Oh, good first move there by
Porter's shot, though, can't finish.
You know, it's interesting. They're doing a great job on Smith and on McClure in the high and the low post until the shot goes up, and then they just abandon him. And that allowed Devin to briefly get that offensive board, but it's a good knockaway by the Knights.
Yeah, they have been aggressive today. They crash the boards really well as a team. They don't just send one guy down and hope he gets the rebound. They sent a multitude down there and expect to get the rebound. Almost a backcourt there.
Knights wanted an over and back, but I think it was
Kylan Green's three just won't fall. Fight for the rebound. Devin's got it, but it's taken away, and now it's loose again.
And then Devin.
Oh, my goodness.
I mean, they just
hot potato going
nonstop.
on. And he got a timeout.
Amazing. They granted the timeout to the Spartan coach, who as soon as a player touched it, ran over there.
As soon as Devin Smith dove on the floor, that coach was ready to call that timeout.
That was like Fleischmann's margarine all over that basketball. I mean, that slipped through the fingers of at least 6 different players on both teams. 3 on each team, I guess. But
right.
I can do math too.
That's quick. I like it.
And
look at him running across.
You got to be kidding.
Duddleson is sprinting
like
over.
He was never hurt.
From the trainer's table.
He just needed a rest. A little sip of water by the trainer. He's good to go.
How much of that is adrenaline? Oh, I mean, I've never seen a recovery.
What do they have over there they're giving him?
Yeah, can I get some?
Now, when this game's over, regardless of the outcome, that ankle's going to tell him how he really feels.
Yeah, he's going to go straight to an ice bath. But, wow, that is impressive. That might have been the most impressive thing we've seen this morning is him sprinting across the court.
He's got to show the coach in the hallway that he can run.
You know, I tried to do that once in a pickup game. I was like, yeah, I can get back in there and walk it off. And then I just absolutely cratered it. So hopefully there's not too much overconfidence in there for him because, look, he's begging to get back in the game. Look at him.
Well, and you've got a little more adrenaline here than in a pickup game, which can help maybe get you through the desire here. Final 4 game, and it's a tight one. In fact, it's so tight, it's tied up. 33 all. Porter immediately takes the corner 3, too strong. Offensive rebound to Green.
Devin Smith is out of the game after that timeout.
Kylan Green is going to be fouled.
Yeah, it looked like the ref was giving 35 some patience there and then finally ran out of it.
Braden Packard.
So here he comes.
Yeah, Duddleson back in the game for OKC.
Wow. I'm telling you, this is very impressive.
And he's on the ball handler. Now it's swung around.
If you're the Spartans here, you think you got to test that ankle a little bit, make him play a little bit defense and side to side.
OKC's gone to kind of a circle zone here. It's not quite the same as what they were playing before.
Hernandez in the paint, gets to the rim but can't convert.
He's had a lot of good looks there, but they're just kind of awkward balance when he gets to the rim, and it's made it difficult for him to finish. But really good drive penetration there by Hernandez.
Yeah, he got up and under the big man. I don't think he was expecting to be that wide open when he got past the big man and just forced a shot and shot a little awkwardly over the rim.
Am I wrong, or have we been at 33 for over 3 minutes?
It has been a hot minute. We started out hot in this quarter shooting, and then it's kind of cooled off since then. Just you could tell the nerves have set in, and now they know the game is getting a little bit tighter. Yeah, and one more quarter to decide who goes to that undisputed national championship game. It's going to be a little tense here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I expect
seconds.
It might get a little chippy. I mean, both of these teams have played what we will call positively physical. We just hope it doesn't turn into negatively physical. But as emotions and adrenaline get going, that could certainly happen. I'm just so impressed with number 3 over here. Just he is a gamer.
And he couldn't even walk off the floor. They had to carry him off the floor. And he comes sprinting like he's first time in the game.
It's like Paul Pierce in the wheelchair.
Oh,
Not quite.
Yeah.
This one's a little more impressive.
Right, yeah.
20 seconds left in the quarter.
He had to throw in a
they're
Celtics
they're
trade
holding
there.
for the last.
They're going to try to.
Banks with it, 10 seconds. Now up to Duddleson. Thought about it. Now Banks, deep right wing.
It's going to be short.
3 seconds left. Loose ball, bodies on the floor, and time will expire in the third quarter. So we will go to the fourth, all knotted up here at 33 in this Final Four game, playing for a chance to get to that championship game. We'll be right back here for the fourth quarter. You won't want to miss it. Well, here we go. It's fourth quarter time. All tied up here in this Final Four game. This has been a good one. It's been a tight one.
He almost threw that one late.
Uh-oh, that was a little concerning there. 3 went down off of the kick.
When you got a player showing a jam finger, you can clearly see who that ball was off of. And the Knights coach thought for sure they had possession of that one.
Green with it for the Spartans.
This could be another low-scoring quarter. I think both of these teams are going to kind of measure these possessions based on what the defense gives them. Both of them are very well coached, very patient.
I think you've mentioned it earlier, Jeff, that I think the key to this fourth quarter is who can limit the turnovers and not force bad passes.
Corner 3 from Chris Green. He knocks it down.
It was a great
That's
inside-out play.
First points of the game.
Yeah, I'd love to see more of that inside-outside game from really both of these teams, because with all that traffic in the middle, there's going to be so many opportunities. Oh, that was a pull. He kind of got away with. What a great save.
Wow.
And what a play.
Wow, Cannon Adams, the recipient there on a nice save.
I'd give
and
an
pass.
assist. Yeah, I'd give an assist to the guy that saved it from out of bounds. Wow.
That's a hockey assist
The
there.
double
Gotta
dime.
count that. 1 point game. Spartans filling out the night defense. Green will just take a deep one. Oh, and he gets it to go. I can't believe it.
Yeah,
As a coach, you just shake your head at that one because that is not what you drew up.
No.
But you're lucky it went down. You're glad it went down.
I didn't know he had it in him.
Now another deep three. That one was Felix
Wow.
Wallenberg and his first points of the game.
All of a sudden, we're going to trade threes.
Well, we thought there was going to be nerves in the fourth quarter, and they're just letting it fly.
They're saying it's time. Nothing left in the tank.
They're like, we're tired of going inside. Let's stretch this thing out a little bit.
Exactly. Now you got a guard. Kylan Green pulls up again. No good.
It was a good-looking shot, though. A good look.
Banks with it. He goes baseline. It's knocked away.
Going to be a
And
foul. On the reach around by number.
That's going to be Green, I think. It's going to be on number 1, yep.
Kylan Green, his second foul. Nobody has more than 2 fouls in the game by either team.
It's been really clean. You know, considering how physical this game has been, it's been a very, very cleanly played and very, very few foul calls.
Yeah, the refs have definitely called it fair, and they're letting them play knowing this is a Final Four ball game.
Hendricks can't get his own offensive rebound putback to go.
Sure was impressive.
Had a couple chances. Boy, he can jump high.
Yeah, he can definitely elevate.
His hands were definitely above the rim when he caught that.
Porter has it left side, swings it around here to Green. He wants a screen. And we got a whistle here.
Looks like something on the court.
Drumsticks from the fan base over there.
Oh, a drumstick shattered and went all the way into the court.
That's a broken drumstick. That's a half a drumstick. We do fractions here, 1/2.
That happened yesterday. They walking
one dead ball.
Yeah. They was walking behind us, hitting them, and it broke. Flew over, hit me in the head.
A half a drumstick's pretty much all I get left in a bucket of chicken. So.
Green on the drive, kicks it to the right wing. They work it into Smith. Yep. He's going to be fouled.
I wondered when that was going to happen. 45 has played him really well, but there's been a lot of aggressive touching down there, and that time the ref just saw a little bit too much physical contact on the backside.
Yeah, he kind of reached through him trying to get that steal. Got him on the arm.
Such a tough. It might be one of the toughest things to play. Oh, that's going to be a foul again.
Oh my! And he was shooting 3, I believe. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shooting 3.
Yeah, that low side is so
35.
difficult to defend, especially against, talented guys that can spin and pivot. So, but the Knights players have done a really good job of containing Smith in that low post for the most part today.
Yeah, they have the length that can kind of match up with him, and somewhat of the size, but he's definitely outsizes most of them.
Yeah, before February, these two teams probably knew very little about each other. Now they know a lot about each other, having now seen each other. This is for the second time. Or they may not have, they didn't face each other, but they scouted each other at regionals.
Right. They'll, I'd imagine over the next years to come, this is not the last time these two will face each other.
Yeah.
Hernandez back into the game for the Spartans. As well as Hendricks for the Knights. Misses the third. He made the first 2.
Yeah, Hernandez, the coach often refers to Hernandez as kind of the calming force on the team. He just doesn't get rattled. You'll see he doesn't show emotion at all. He's so stoic, and as a result, he calms everyone around him down.
Wide open is Hendricks under the basket. Oh, but he's contested by Porter and can't finish.
I'm surprised that wasn't a foul. I thought Porter fouled him there.
Yeah, and that would have been his 4th because he picked up his 3rd foul off of that missed free throw on the other side there. And he did. Oh, they gave him number 20 just now.
That's on Mikey.
So it's Knox Fleming at the free throw line. Knocks down the first.
So far, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think both teams are 100% from the foul line. I don't think we've had a missed free throw yet today. That's pretty.
We have had one.
We had one down there.
Okay.
Devin Smith missed one.
Oh, that's right. But other than that, that's really impressive, not just for JV, but for high school.
Yeah, that's a pretty good shooting percentage.
Yep.
Some good shooters on the floor. Now Hernandez is fouled by Packard.
That's his 4th.
That is his 4th.
We're starting to see this physical play from behind. Whistles start getting called. I think we saw this either yesterday or day before. Remember how they were letting the varsity guys play really, really physical, and then in the 4th quarter, all of a sudden,
tighten it up a little bit.
They did. They changed kind of the structure. Oh, great tie up there by our hobbled Knight. He's in there hustling.
Got his hands on that ball that Devin Smith was looking to put through the hoop and gets the jump ball. Under 4 to go here in the 4th. Final Fuller matchup. Adams with it here for OKC. Good looking side ball, but it's taken away. There's just too much defense. Green comes down with it. He brings it up the floor.
3.5 minutes left. 1-point ball game.
It's Porter in the corner. Gets it down low to Smith. Good look. Nice finish by Smith.
his kiss off the glass in motion, in traffic is really, really good. It's you don't see that out of many freshmen.
Yeah, did a really good job of catching that out there. It was tipped, changes the direction of the ball, and still able to come down with it and kiss it off the glass.
Banks trying to penetrate into the paint. He puts up a shot off the glass, no good. Offensive rebound,
Another
blocked.
block.
Smith comes up with it after all that.
The tip drills that we've been seeing underneath the basket have been insane.
3-point ball game here.
Boy, I bet those block numbers are high, whoever's statting those for each side here.
Yeah, I would expect DasCHE to go to a much more patient structure here.
Well, Green wanted to pull that three right there. You seen him
Yeah.
kind of hesitated. Probably a good decision from the coach's perspective.
This is where I know it's only a 3-point game, but late in the game, this is where I would draw them out. Force them out of that lane and give Devin more opportunities in the slot.
Yep.
You have the lead. You can be until you do stuff like that.
Pockets are picked by Banks. He goes all the way and he's rejected, but it's going to be a foul.
That's probably a good foul just to see. I mean, like we said, the free throw shooting percentage has been really high, but he's not in foul trouble, and that will at least allow force the Knights to earn these two.
That's his third foul.
What's his third? Okay.
But just over 2 to go here. Time is running low in this one.
That's one of the hardest things to do. We would run that drill all the time in practice, what we call our stretch drill, where we just space the floor and try and chew clock and look for opportunities when the defense comes out to drive that lane and kick to our big. And with somebody like Smith there, it's a really, I mean, now most likely it's only going to be a 1-point game, so it makes it difficult to do that. But you've got DasCHE 1 foul away from going to the bonus, and the Knights are 2 fouls away from going to the bonus. So both of them can control the clock pretty well here. But, under the new rules, it's very difficult because now we're not at 1-1. So putting people on the line is not quite as good of a strategy as it used to be because
it's 2 shots every time now.
It's 2 shots every time, and both of these teams are shooting excellent free throws. So it's almost like with the number of turnovers that we've seen in the game today, that now we've got to be I think both teams have to be a little more aggressive on steals and try and force turnovers rather than putting people on the line. It's certainly between now and maybe like 30, 35 seconds left in the game.
Yeah, 2 minutes is a lot of time just to dribble off the clock.
Yep.
Both
a lot
good
of pressure
by Lincoln Banks from the line here. Back to that 1-point game.
They wanted to walk.
Spartans had numbers there for a second, but they didn't want to push it. Hernandez will set things up.
Oh, no.
Almost a loose ball. Now it's in dangerous situation. The Knights are fighting for it. And a foul's going to be called.
I think that's going to be on
Mikey. And that's going to put him in the bonus, shooting 2.
Yep.
Tough one there. The Spartans just about had the turnover.
Yeah, that is
foul didn't get called.
That's a significant change of you went from a potential steal and going back up 3 to now being potentially down 1. That is a fatal foul there.
So it's going to be Knox Fleming at the free throw line for OKC.
Yeah, important for DasCHE, looking to potentially most likely be down 1 here after this, to not panic and to be intentional about scoring, but not have to force it. That changes it a little bit now that we're looking at a tie game.
That's the first miss from the free throw line by OKC tonight.
Big free throw here. Can't
Missed
hit
them
it.
both. What a great.
And now we've got a tie up. Jump ball.
Great hustle by Green there, but really, really heads up play by the Knights to just go in there. Like I said, I think being aggressive with time running out, aggression, pressing, all of these things that are going to force either team to make an unforced error or to get a steal.
Devin Smith working hard.
That's
He's
a carry.
Yeah.
Oh,
He got hung up on his hip.
yeah, Devin Smith was the ball handler there trying to work his way into the paint.
Still a 1-point ball game after those 2 missed free throws and a turnover. Minute and a half to go.
You know, an important thing here is the Knights have three timeouts left, and Dash only has one. That's going to really minimize some of the opportunities.
Another loose ball, but the Knights are able to get a timeout granted as they were multiple players on the floor scrapping for that loose one.
Coach Porter's going to have to be very, very particular about when he takes this final timeout. There's going to be times when he's going to want to call it, and there's going to be, but he's got to save that for the most critical moment that he needs it. And
Coach Packer, you're talking about?
no, I'm talking about Coach Porter because
He's got 3 fouls left. I mean, 2 timeouts left.
I think the Knights have 2 timeouts left now. They just called their third, but Dash only has 1 left. At least if the scoreboard's right.
Yeah. According to my count, that's the 4th foul called by OKC. I mean, 4th timeout called by OKC.
Oh,
but
interesting.
I could be wrong.
Okay, then if that's the case, then maybe it's backwards, or maybe both teams only have 1. But with a minute 20, you know, I always liked having at least 2 left at this juncture of the game because
Especially if it's close.
So, you know, you save kind of 1 for a momentum timeout and then 1 for maybe a breather timeout, you know, like late second or mid third. And then I like to keep the other 3 for these last few minutes because they're so critical in close games.
Yeah.
So the Knights will inbound here in front of their bench. They're down 1. Guttleson with it up top.
Well, they're putting a lot of confidence in Guttleson.
Oh, good
What
look
a
inside
play.
by Cannon. They can't convert, but a foul.
It's going to be on Porter, I believe.
It's either going to be Porter or Chris Green.
Either
We'll
one,
see
I
who
think,
they
is
put it
their
on.
4th, right?
14.
Chris Green, that's just his first,
Oh, okay.
according to my
No,
calculations.
I think it's
Mine
his
as
second.
well.
Should be his second.
I have it as his first as well.
We're unofficial on the foul.
That's 3 in a row that they've missed from the free throw line.
Wow, we went from bragging on them to all of a sudden.
The pressure is mounting.
Yeah.
I think the jinx is extended from Mr. Jeff here.
Well, and I think, you know, as they become more critical, they
Oh, he
become
misses both.
it's just more and more nerves. And, you know, free throws are all about, you know, calm repetition. And so there's a little panic here.
Under a minute.
There's a little panic here by
Spartans
Dash.
clinging to that 1-point lead.
They've got to be careful that they don't panic.
Might need to use this.
They
That's
had
a
that one
foul
to
to
give.
give.
They had that one to give.
May want to use a timeout here. Settle your guys down. Set up your offense. Spread them out.
Yeah, with 50 seconds and 1 timeout, I wouldn't use it here. I would definitely. Well, that's interesting. Oh, we've got blood.
A little inspection
And
here
guess
for
what?
Bubba. So that's Cannon Adams. Got to get that cleaned up.
What
They're
an
gonna wait
eyeball
on it.
from the referee to see that speck on the
Yeah.
elbow. Good
This-
referees here.
This actually kind of works as a potential. No, they're going to sub in. I thought they were going to give him time.
Okay, so William Wallenberg's coming in for Adams.
Yeah, so
He
let's
gets that
spin,
blood cleaned
let's
up.
send the tallest guy on the team in the game.
Yeah, you're exactly right. If I had an extra timeout, that would have been a perfect time to use it.
Smith kicks it out to Hernandez. Hernandez drives in the paint.
Smart play there.
Yeah,
Looked like he wanted to shoot it.
I think they're going to make him foul.
Yeah, there's a couple opportunities to put a shot up.
There it
but they
is, and there it
decided
is.
to pass.
That's smart. 32 seconds left. The Knights need to make sure they elongate this game, and I think that was the right timing to see if they could force a turnover. They couldn't. They're putting a really good shooter at the line here, but
Big free throws
as
here.
we saw with the Knights, it's a different free throw with 30 seconds left in the game than it is when it's 3 minutes into the second quarter.
Yeah, and knowing that you're 31 seconds away from an undisputed championship game, and both teams are, the nerves are stretching right now.
Yeah, it's. I can tell you, I loved being a coach in this position. I hated being a player in that position.
He misses the second free throw, so it's still just a 2-point game. Knights with it, under 30 seconds. Baseline jumper, can't get it. Offensive putback, no! Fight for the rebound. The
What a
Spartans
rebound.
came up with it. That was
It's going to be a foul, and Mikey's going to go to the line.
Mikey Fugit went soaring into the air to grab that rebound with great strength, and he's going to be put on the line, a chance to give his team a 4-point lead, which would be massive here with 18 seconds left.
Yeah,
The foul was on Cannon Adams.
I think that's been a real difference maker here is the guards of DasCHE being able to stay with, to be able to out jump some of these bigs for the Knights has been a huge piece for them being up 2 here.
And both teams were so good from the free throw line throughout this game and get to the fourth quarter. They both missed a couple. DasCHE has missed 3 here in the fourth quarter.
I would foul here.
Yeah, I wouldn't give him a chance to get a 3 off.
I would foul him.
Oh, they almost had a steal.
Yeah. Okay.
Timeout.
6.5 seconds. They have to shoot 3. So if I am DasCHE here, I am fouling as soon as they get an inbound. And if I'm OKC, I'm aware of that. And if I am anywhere close to facing the basket, I am heaving that sucker as soon as a guy comes at me. So it is, from DasCHE's perspective, their worst case scenario.
If you're going to foul, you got to foul on the dribble.
Absolutely. But they're looking at this like, okay, our worst case scenario is overtime. Unless they make that 3 that goes in, which we've seen,
Right.
it happens, and then it becomes bad. So yeah, exactly like you say, Jeremy. They've got to foul when he's away from the basket or on the dribble.
So if you're the OKC Knights, you're probably drawing up a quick play for an immediate catch and shoot 3. And
Probably
or
so.
no.
If you can get a quick corner 3 probably out of that inbounds because it's going to be a sideline out of bounds, you'd probably take it. But I don't know if I'm fouling if I'm dashing the situation because of the height that they have to put on the free throw line and the ability that if they make the first, miss the second on purpose, you run that risk of the height that they bring to you.
I was just thinking about that. Is if they know how to miss.
Here we go. They get it in. Duddleson with it. He's surrounded. They're not
Good
fouling.
D.
Owen is tipped away. They're able to put up a shot.
Oh, that was
almost
so close.
hit it.
Cannon Adams was able to get it off, but it just wouldn't go. And that will do it. The Spartans hold on, and they upset the number 1 seed, 45-42. They advance to that 16U championship game.
So they chose not to foul there, and it worked in their benefit, but he almost got that to
That
go.
was so close. I mean, as soon as it left his hands, I thought that was in.
It looked like it was on the money.
He missed that. He missed that by inches. It hit that back rim and just kind of rattled off. But it was a fantastic effort with 2 guys in his face after a almost sheer turnover and a steal by Mikey. What a great effort there and a fantastic game to open this Final Four day. Amazing.
I know. Can you imagine? That was just an 8 a.m. game, Joshua and Jeff. And we got 11 more to go today.
What a way to start the morning. Our next game coming up on the stream is the other Final Four game for boys 16U. It'll be the CHSA Wolverines against the KC East Lions. We'll be back for that one here in just a few.